Hello, how's it going, everyone? My name is Dakota Walker, and I'm an aspiring mangaka. I know that sounds weird, because I'm an American and everything, but, it's always been something that I wanted to do since I was, I want to say in the 3rd grade. We had one of those scholastic book order things, and I ended up picking up a how to draw book from it. Well, it was written by an American woman, so, uh, and also, the drawings were not the real authentic style, so I actually naturally wanted more. I needed to adapt a little bit, get more into the actual style that you would normally see. So today I'm just going to be, inking a couple layouts that I made for this new manga project that I'm working on. And I actually got inspiration to actually start taking this seriously from Mr. Mark Crilly. He's on YouTube. He's an excellent guy. If you want to learn how to draw basically anything, he'll show you, step by step. Just great artist, very inspirational. So, without further ado, I guess I'm going to get started on this drawing here. I figured I'd do about 20 minutes and halfway through switch it up to the next one. And I figured I'd just, be friendly with you guys, talk to you, see how everything's going. This is actually mainly for my... Ooh, okay. Need to get the sensitivity working there. I do not know what's going on there. Let's see if this works any better. No, it does not. Okay, hold on a second. And we're back. I had a little bit of difficulty with the pressure sensitivity on my pen tablet on that one. Oh, and now I have... That's not the wrong color, is it? Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Jeez. What am I doing today? Alright. So, yeah, this is Paint Tool Sci. Great program. Kind of stumbled across it, I guess. I was looking for, an inking program, and I ended up looking for other programs, but in the meantime, I ended up stumbling across this one because there was a big upwelling on the internet. Like, you can go on DeviantArt and everybody's, oh my goodness, that this tool is great. I got a pen tablet a couple years back, and we picked up an inking program with that as well. It's called Deleter Comic Works, but the problem is I can't use it on this version of Windows. So my options were kind of limited after that. Let's turn that off, see how it looks. It's not bad. Not necessarily good, but it's not bad. I'll make some adjustments to that later. So, yeah. What I'm working on right now is this new manga project that I, kind of a harebrained scheme project that I just kind of sort of decided to go with just a couple of days ago. It's an idea that I've had for a while now, and I've just recently begun to flesh it more out. After watching some of Mark Crilly's videos, I've, been brushing up on how to storyboard and such. Yeah, it's definitely going to need some fixing later. Right now, just getting a basic, just a basic outline of everything, how everything's going to go. Originally, we'll zoom out so you can get a better shot of this picture here. Originally, this picture looked like... This was my rough sketch of what I wanted the layout to be, and eventually it just, turned into that. So, here we see the main character riding a giant wolf. As to why, we'll find that out later. but he is atop this is all... Are you serious? This is all a floating... Oh, what the heck? Okay, this is all a floating steam-powered city. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my goodness, BioShock Infinite, or oh my goodness, steampunk, like, this is so overdone. Well, see, the thing is, I had this idea before I even knew about BioShock Infinite, before, like, that game was even announced. I had this idea before the trailers came out, before anything. So I still kind of say, you know, this is my idea. This is not anything, you know, and it's definitely not anything like the actual story of BioShock Infinite. You know, it's got different differences, and people, I don't know. I'm just hoping people will see that you know, this is nothing like it at all, other than the fact that you're on a floating city for the opening scenes, basically. I am not doing hot with this. Alright, it's just a temporary thing. We'll fix them later. But yeah, you're just atop a floating city. That's basically the only similarity there is. And the reason they're on this floating city, called New Gaia, is it'll be revealed. It'll be revealed. Just patience. So that, I think this is about time for the first question. I decided that rather than just me harping at you while I'm talking, or not while I'm talking, yes, I'm talking to you while I'm talking. No, I'm talking to you while I'm drawing. I figured I'd just throw in a couple questions, you know, get myself acquainted with you guys. Just fun little questions pertaining to this kind of stuff. So, question number 1. What is your favorite anime or manga, and why? And for each one of these questions, I'm going to answer it myself as well. My old favorite... not manga. My old favorite anime was on Toonami way back when, in the golden days of Cartoon Network, I guess. It was an anime on Toonami, and it was called Rurouni Kenshin, and it was awesome. About, well, I mean, you really want to know what it's about? You should. I highly suggest that you go look it up for yourself. But I'll tell you what it's about. It's about a wandering swordsman in post-feudal Japan now. It's the Meiji era of Japan. And he was back in I forget exactly what it was called. But, you know, the big feudal days, the biggest feudal wars and stuff. He was Batosai. He was a legendary samurai that basically owned everyone, seemed to be unkillable, basically. And then, since he has put away his sword, well, not sword, he's put away his killing streak, basically. He said, you know, that's it, I'm done with it, this is a peaceful time now, I'm just gonna go wander. And there are many reasons why I like this anime in particular, and one of the main reasons is just because I'm fascinated with feudal Japanese culture. It's probably the most interesting time, I think, in Japanese history, to me anyways, because it laid the groundwork for so many things, like the Bushido Code that they used in World War II. It was such an interesting time with all of these fighting. It was a civil war. I mean, the country was split up into several different dominions and just fought over, I guess. I thought it was cool. I thought the honor sense was cool, like samurai pledging themselves and stuff. And I thought that it was also awesome that it was during this time that some of the greatest bladed weapons in history were forged. I think yeah, katanas, wakizashis, nodachis, you name it. I mean, I think it's all cool. And I think I'd take bladed warfare over, automatic or projectile warfare any day, because that's I just think that's cooler, I guess, Not that war is like the coolest thing ever. I'm just saying, I think that's cool. I just think that the sword fighting thing is cool. Now, new favorite anime have to be Soul Eater now. I know it's mainstream and stuff, but I don't know. It just kind of grows on you. I haven't really gotten that far into it yet. I haven't really gotten to where things start getting real, but I really enjoyed what I've watched so far. So tell me yours, guys. Leave it in the comments. Leave it in leave it wherever you can leave it. Tell me your favorite anime and or manga. People, I have a lot of friends that really like Naruto, and don't get me wrong, Naruto is a great. I mean, it's made a lot of money. It's a great franchise and everything, and a great story, I guess. But there's just one thing, I guess, that always got me that I just couldn't really get overly into it because of, and that's because of the way that they've depicted ninjas, I guess. I don't like the fact that everybody thinks like the Naruto ninjas are pretty cool and stuff, but they're gimmicky. They're really gimmicky. I don't know. I think I don't like them because I feel that the real way to be like the real BA ninjas, those were the actual ninjas. Like, those were just regular dudes, and I think that's awesome. Like, peasants, farmers, and by day, and then by nighttime they just switched into like assassins or intel gatherers. I thought that was the cool ninja. So now I'm starting on this second drawing that I've already gotten some head work on here, or lead work, whatever you want to call it. And this is how much I've inked so far. Much better than the other one. I'll go back and fix the other one. I'm not really, I guess I'm not really concentrating that hard on the drawing right now. I'm just trying to communicate with you guys. So, my next question. If you could be any one character from an anime or manga, what would it be, or who would it be, and why? Me? I'd say... I'd probably say Death the Kid, maybe, from Soul Eater. And just because sometimes I can be really OCD like that, and... who wouldn't want to shoot a gun with their pinkies? That's really, like, when I first saw him, I was like, okay, well, he's overhyped, people just think he's cool just because he's like, he's almost like an emo guy, I guess. Not really. He's not really that emo. He's just really OCD, and I feel like they really played up his OCD-ness. But at the same time, it makes it humorous, and he's a funny guy. I think he's just really cool, I guess, because of the whole twin guns pinky shooting thing. I really think that's cool. Other than that, I'm not really sure. But what about you guys? Leave it in the comments. Leave it in wherever you can leave it. Just tell me. Who would you be? Who would you be? An anime or manga character? Who would you be? What? Why? Why would you do that? Okay, and while I'm thinking about it, I really need to go in and change this. This is not supposed to be a dimple. This is supposed to be a scar, and so I need to draw out the lip a little bit more, so nobody ever mistakes it for a dimple again. It makes him look like he's 50, he's only 16, people. Oh man, I really needed to fix that. Good thing I didn't forget. So yeah, just, let me know who you would be, and I don't really want it to erupt into like a war or anything, but just something I want to know, something to keep it light, keep the fun going a little bit, I don't want to just sit here and draw for you, I guess. Like, I mean, that's kind of what I'm here to do, but I don't want to make it about that, you know? I want to make it about communicating with you guys. So, yeah, just let me know. So, here we get a closer look, I guess, at the main character. As you can see, I've drawn, well, penciled in, I guess, a couple speech bubbles. And if you notice, the wolf has speech bubbles, so the wolf can talk. And, you know, that's not a very shocking thing for anime or whatever. This is the first time I've really, like, drawn a wolf, and I think I did pretty well. I actually enjoy this look. I probably need to fix this just a little bit, because I think he's a little bit too puffed up on the sides. We'll make this a little bit bigger and go in there and fix it. Make it about 40. Yeah, 40 will do it. I'll go in here and fix this a little bit. His face isn't really sculpted enough, I don't think. I made it a little bit too poofy on the sides. I mean, especially compared to this up here where you can clearly see, you know, jawline, all that stuff. So I'm gonna go in there and fix that up. Yeah. I like this look though. I like the you know, it's not really definite lines or anything. I like how it's all just, the lines are made by the hair. I think that's a really cool artistic thing. And, you know, if you look in nature, you don't really see lines on the wolf, you know. I think that's a really cool thing. So I'm gonna just fix this a little bit. And I think it is time for our next question. Your favorite genre of anime or manga? Mine is, yes, slasher fantasies, you know, swordplay fantasies, you know, that's what it is for me. That's what it's pretty well always been. So I really got into Bleach a while back, and I know that Bleach, I don't know, I got sick of it really fast, but I liked it because huge guy wields huge, or not really huge guy, but, you know, guy wields huge sword. I like that. I always liked that. Like, Cloud was my favorite character in Final Fantasy games because he just had a giant sword that he hit people with, you know? I always thought the giant sword thing was pretty neat. Sanosuke in Rurouni Kenshin, he wielded a Zanbato, which is a horse-slaying sword, and I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen back when that show was on. He just, I mean, it was a limited mobility sword type thing, but I thought it was awesome that he could just, you know, swing a sword that a guy could stand on. Like, there was a part, and spoilers, where Kenshin stood on the sword and came down to attack Sanosuke, and I thought that was pretty cool too. But I mean, it left him open. It was a really vulnerable weapon, but how BA do you have to be to, like, pick that thing up and swing it like it's nothing? Yeah. So again, you know, leave your comments, I guess. Tell me what's your favorite genre of anime or manga. You know, I know that I have some friends who really enjoy Hitalia, and I have not. What the heck? I have no idea what that is. Learn about. Okay, so yeah, I have some friends who really enjoy Hitalia, and I don't know. It sounds funny, but at the same time, it's like it sounds so much like yaoi, and I think it hints at it sometimes, you know. And I'm not into that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be, you know. I'm not trying to bash on anybody. I'm just saying that that's not really my cup of tea, and I need to fix this again. It's not really my cup of tea, you know. Not really my thing. I don't much appreciate it, because I'm kind of a straight guy, you know. Okay, one last question, and I think we're gonna wrap it up. Okay. Thanks for sticking with me this long. Let's see here. What's our last question? Favorite type of music? That's kind of an off-the-wall one, I guess, for this, but I think it's a serious question. I think it's very important. Uh, I think it's very important because music kind of affected this idea, I guess. I listen. I like Disturbed. That's really mainstream now, but I really like Disturbed. But recently, I've been listening to a lot more Nightwish than Disturbed, and I love Nightwish. Like, oh my goodness, if I could go see a concert of Nightwish, I would do it in a heartbeat. Uh, because I love the epic feel to all of their songs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Nightwish, but they are a symphonic metal band. And you might be thinking, wow, a symphonic metal? Like, what is that? And well, think of like classical music. What the heck? Okay, think of like classical music, right? But think of it as metal. And think of it as like original metal with like operatic vocals sometimes. And oh man, are the vocals good. The lyrics, they aren't really rhyming, but that Nightwish is one of the few places that rhyming does not bother me because I just think the instrument and like all of the things together are just so epic. Creates a very epic feel, and I like epic feels. I like the epic feels. Alright, so thank you guys for sticking with me this long, and really appreciate it. I really appreciate the views. I'd appreciate, a like here or there, maybe. I'm not really expecting much. This is my first real exposure video, I guess. But yeah, I guess I'll conclude it here, and I'll see you guys later. So drop the answers to the questions and comments. Drop them wherever you can drop them, and I will see you later.